I'm going to show you why woods is now a contender for some of the best loot you can get in Tarkov. If you're looking for task items, loot to upgrade your hideout, or just want to make some cash on a flea, you really want to check out this loot run. With the number of supply crates alone that they added to this map, I think you'll be really surprised how much loot you can pull out of a raid. Thanks for dropping by, and I hope you enjoy the content. If you do, please consider giving a like and subscribe. Let's get in it. So here we spawned in the southwest corner. We're going to run up here and we're going to take a peek just to show you where we spawned. On the distance there, you can see Scav House, and then on the other side, this is Checkpoint. I'm going to run back down and we're going to follow this road west a little bit. And here off in the distance, you're going to see signs for mines. You don't want to go past these signs, and matter of fact, right here, you don't want to even go into this intersection here. That you're gonna blow up. There's mines planted right even before the signs there, so just stay away. We're gonna follow this road. As we're following this road, I'm gonna tell you just a little bit about what they added here in the expansion for woods, and one of the main reasons why the loot is so good here is because some of these supply crates that they scattered around, there's tech crates, there's ration crates, and there's med crates, and these can have some really good loot and quite a bit of loot in these crates as well. In the tech crates, you can have screws, nuts, batteries, gas analyzers. The ration crates can have tons of different food and drinks, sugar, stuff like that. And the med crates can have stuff like soap, toilet paper, but also things like Salewas, and there's a very rare chance for LEDXs to spawn there. So there's some of the best loot that you can get in Tarkov. As you're coming across this power line here, over to the left is a little bonus stash that I'll show you. There's some videos out there for stashes all over the woods. I might come out with one myself just to map it out and give you guys a good idea of where you need to go for these stashes. Ahead of us here, we have USEC Camp, and it's easily identified when you see the garbage sitting on the road. You run past it. Here's USEC Camp. When we get in here, we're going to see right away that there is a lot of loot on these tables. There's a gun crate. This place would be really good for your mechanic task or your gunsmith task. In the corner here spawns one of the USEC trooper armors, if you're lucky. And we run over here and we can hit up one of the tech crates I was talking about. And there's some rations on that table. You can hit this weapon crate and go across into this tent here. This tent, you're gonna have a med crate here, weapons crate. There could be valuables spawn here like horses or gold chains, things like that. You do have to be aware, it's not marked, but on this side by the rocks are mines as well. So where we came in, where the sand is your best bet on entering, or on the other side of this little hill where we're going to go over to the other part of the USEC camp. And this little camp here is what you're going to need for the Prepper Quest search mission. You're going to have to find the convoy and the camp. I'll show you where the convoy is in a minute. This is another tech crate here they can hit. More loose weapon parts sitting on the table. Come into this tent. There's a ration crate here. Some more things can spawn on the table as well. Come around the corner and we should have a weapons crate to our left here. And again, check these tables. There could be miscellaneous parts on top of them. In the middle here, I have found fuel, but I think it's pretty rare. And then on the table, again, you can find more rations. So now we're going to run up the backside of this mountain. I'll show you guys where the convoy is. for the search mission. And then we'll head up to the Scav Bunker. This crate coming up is another nice tech crate. Like I said, these are scattered all over the new expansion for woods. And running up to Scav Bunker, be aware that there are going to be quite a bit of scavs scattered in the woods. They will prone, they will hide behind trees, so just be on guard. First place we're going to go into is in the bunker. And down here, when you first get in here, a nice little duffel bag. As you can see in here, some tech items spawn. You have the light bulb. You have screwdriver there, and you can get broken LCDs and stuff on the floor. Another bag. Valuables can spawn by these beds, like all beds. Just check all beds. As soon as you go by a bed, check it for valuables. And I think on that little end table, there's a possibility for a folder of intelligence. So back up, there's going to be another chance for some provisions there, as you see the juice, as well as some fuel. Another wooden crate there, and you have a grenade case here, as well as another crate down at the end. Once we're finished here, we're going to run across. I'm going to stress again, these scavs are probably going to be hiding in here somewhere, so be careful. I call this Scav Quarters. It's not really marked on any maps I found, but it looks like the place where scavs are probably scattered around sleeping. So this is going to be a ration crate, and then we're going to head up here to hit up this duffel bag and provisions on the table if you need it. If you're going to do this loot run, you don't really have to bring too much food and water with you because you'll find it along the way. Again, some more rations can be on this table. Come around this corner, we're going to hit another wooden crate and head into this little side shack. In the side shack, you have another wooden crate, grenade case, and valuables can spawn by these beds. Once we're done looting here, we evaded or killed all the scavs. Head down here. This is a scav only extract, scav bridge. So if you're looking for that, this is where it's located. So we're going to make our way down the road here to the Sunken Church, which has some decent loot in it too. Your prize here is in the middle where the Sunken Church is. I'll show you that when we get to it. As you're coming up here on the left, you're going to hit that toolbox, and in here it's very rare that I find loot in here, but once in a while I do find some stuff on some of the crates in here. Nothing spectacular. We're gonna head out of here, and we're gonna cross this dirt road into this boat dock. In the boat itself, some things can spawn. You have another toolbox, and on the other side of this boat, some random loot can spawn as well. Like I said, there's not too much loot. A lot of these houses are boarded up, and you can't even get into some of them, so a lot of them we're just gonna skip. But this one's nice to get into. We have this little tent that can have some valuables sitting in the tent, and a little duffel bag sitting on the table. As we enter this building, you want to go through the bushes, and there's another little bonus stash for you. And we're going to cross up and get into the Sunken Church. We're going to get in here. We're going to crouch down. You can see there's a horse here, but there should be 3, maybe 4 chances for valuables to spawn. So it's a great place to come and get some rare loot. This is a side you can jump up on if you're skilled. and we're going to cross the street again directly from where we dropped. Is the best way to line yourself up with a mark circle. Around the edges of this mark circle is where I found most of the valuable loot. It seems to be hidden in the brush for the most part. And so this mark circle here also tells you you should probably be aware of cultists at night. We have another toolbox here, and that is pretty much it for our loot. So now that we're leaving the Sunken Church area, we are gonna make our way to the village. The village has some pretty good loot as well, and all these places can be a little contested, so you will want to keep your ears and eyes peeled. And as we're approaching the village, you're gonna see off to the left, we're gonna have the bridge car extract. So if you bring in 3,000 rubles, you can take the car extract in a pinch. Now with this car extract, you do have to be careful, because if you go past the hood of the car, you will get sniped. There's a sniper scav that you can't see that will snipe you if you go past the hood. Either go down the hill a little bit by the beach or hide behind the cover that is right by the car. Here we're going to hit a toolbox. Come back through here, grenade case, and I think there's a ration spawn there too. This hut, you can have some ammo sitting here. You have another toolbox and some tech spawns. The backside of all these houses, you can grab some loose loot as well, mainly ammo, but as you can see here, there's a Plex just sitting there, kind of blending in. Inside all these houses in the village are some really good place for rations as well. So if you are running low on hydration and energy, this is a perfect place to hit up to get your hydration back up and your energy back up so you can make it out of the raid. So here you got another duffel bag, and there's valuables again by the beds. We're gonna run over to the last house on this side. Some loot on this table. You have another toolbox. Come in, duffel bag, again, rations all over the place. Come up upstairs, and this is what I mean by checking the beds. You'll see on this far bed, there is a horse sitting under that probably could have missed if you weren't looking that closely. Had to get on my belly a little bit to snatch this guy up. Go. Make sure, check those beds. I don't know if intelligence spawns can be in those, but it's a good thing to check. So out here in the back, we do have another wooden crate, and next to it, a chance to spawn some loose ammo. Another toolbox, and in here I have found gas analyzers in that little crate. And like I said before, these back and the sides of these buildings, you're gonna have like some loose screws and stuff can be found on these places. So there's loot scattered all over the place. Just have to keep your eyes peeled. Now we're gonna cross the street and go over to this little house. First, we're gonna hit up these side shacks. In this one, we have another toolbox, loose tech supplies. See, we have some screws here, and I've also found stuff in the grass behind it. As you make your way, check behind this house. In the door we go. This is a pretty sneaky room. Tech spawns on the floor that I've noticed a lot of people miss. Up here is another duffel. Possible intelligence spawn. We'll hit up the kitchen just to check to see if there's some rations in there. And then into this little side shack, you have this crate here, a toolbox, loose loot can spawn there, and there's a fuel spawn on the floor. As we head up here, this is our way back to the car extract. But there is this nice little cheeky spot that I'll show you guys. If you can jump up onto this building, you can jump on these awnings and get onto the roof of this building. And you have protection on your right here, so you don't have to worry so much while you peek up and, you know, get any unsuspecting looters that come through if that's your kind of play style. Be careful not to break your legs on the way down. It happens. So after we're done with the village, we're going to follow this road over to what I call tech shacks. There's not a name on any map that I found, but it just fits the loot inside of the buildings. So that's what we call it. There's a little bonus. There's a little bonus stash for you there. If we come over by this tank, we get a little weapon crate. Heading into here, we have another toolbox, some rations, spawns on the floor as well, so don't forget those. And here we're going to enter into our first tech shack. There could be loot all along the walls on the shelves. Here we have a tech crate. There could be loose loot on top of these box crates. There could be valuables on the bed and weapon attachments on that table. There's a weapon crate here, some military spawns, and you can hit up a provision crate. Don't forget to check you get the shelves on the way out, and then over to our next little tech shack. This far building does have a duffel in it. Here, you're gonna find a toolbox, a weapons crate, and then military spawns all along here. As we leave, we can hit up this other tank for a weapons crate as well. So now if you made this journey, you probably have some pretty good loot on you, and you might be wanting to leave. So over this hill is the Northern UN roadblock. It's one of the new extracts. So you can just take this if you want and leave. In this extract, it does have a wooden crate and a stash. You're going to have to loot quick if you have this extract, and probably do a couple passes if you want to make sure you get everything in there. So that was the new expansion side. Now we're going to go on the side of the map that existed previously, but they added some really cool spots and some loot that you will definitely want to hit up if you're near it as well. Here we're going to run straight into Sniper Rock, where Sniper Scav sits on top. And previously, you had to do, like, pop some stims, have high strength in order to get all the way up there. But now they made it so anybody, strength level 1, can get all the way on the top of these rocks, which is pretty neat. And there's also a way of getting up on these rocks from the other side, the expansion side of woods as well. Here we have the mountain stash extract. You used to be able to take this extract on your PMC if you had the Red Rebel and a paracord, but they removed that, but it is still called mountain stash on your scav. So if you scav in, you can still take that extract. So here on these rocks, we can just work our way up here. And there's one wooden box down there that you can loot if you're so inclined. We're going to hug this wall and we're going to hit where Sniper Scav sleeps. We're going to hug this wall, and you see this is, if you're on the other side of the map, you can work your way up here and do a little drop down to where Sniper Scav sleeps, and you're going to find some loose loot and some possible rations on his sleeping bag. And then follow this around. You got a little tricky jump there. We're going to head down to this bunker, and this is a marked circle area along the walls. Here you can find valuable loot. It's rare, but they do spawn down here. As we head back up, you can look on these crates. There's some loose ammo that spawns there. And here is where you can get up to where Sniper Scav is. And you can get a really good lookout of woods on your own. You can see into lumber really good. Make sure you take care of Sniper Scav if he's up here. This is really good to get almost a full overview of the southern side of woods. Here you can do this little jump to get on the tallest part, or if you killed Sniper Scav over here and he's standing on these rocks, you can jump over here and grab him. Or if you need to get a better vantage point on somebody, you can really see a lot of the map here. You can jump over to this backside too and work your way down. So if there's somebody giving trouble on the front side, or if you just want to come back here and loot village or something, you can get down through there as well. There is a way you can get up too. It's just a little more tricky, and you probably need your strength a little higher to accomplish it. Now that Sniper Rock is taken care of, we're going to run down to the southern base camp and check out the loot over there. As you're running down here on your left, you see the fallen plane, which means Jaeger's camp is right there. If you still need to pick up his note, you can head right over there. So as we approach the base camp, there's going to be a duffel on this outside. You want to grab it and head on inside. This place is really cool. I like what they did with it. First place we're going to head up. A lot of people miss the loot up here. In this first crate, we do have a tech crate. And in this one, we have a wooden box. Check for your valuables on that bed. And we have a weapon case. As we head down, we're going to hit another ration crate as well as a med crate. There's a couple med bags back here too. One there, one here, as well as that duffel in the back. And meds might spawn in here. I haven't found any, but you might as well check as you're going through. A ration spawn on that side table. And this is a med crate. Big through here. Got another weapons crate. And I have never found anything in here, but it doesn't hurt to look. It looks like there could be possible med spawns in there. There's 2 towers in this base camp. Each of them do have wooden crates in as well. And on this far table, there could be medical spawns. Running on this side, you want to make sure you hit this ambulance. Could be med spawns in the back. And I've heard that there could be LEDX to spawn there. Back here, we're going to pick up some more rations in this tent. Rations on the table and a med bag. Here we have another ration crate. And then in the middle, we have the last med crate. And that is it for this base camp and the new loot on the woods map. Just to show you where we are on the map too. Back there is our UAF roadblock. You can see the green smoke, means the extract is active. And over on the other side is UN roadblock. Hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Hopefully you can get in there and get some of this loot that you might have been missing. I'll come out with more content similar to this. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. There I think there's like a minefield around here. So just, yep, minefield. All right.